Welcome to a brief demonstration on how to access our podcast Farm Bits from your phone to listen to each week. This tutorial is going to be demonstrated using an iPhone, but hopefully the steps can be applied to other phones or even to a computer. So one of the easiest ways to access the podcast is searching podcast on your phone. For iPhone users, this can be done by swiping down on your screen to reveal a search bar. This search will show an app suggestion of Apple's podcast app. If you go ahead and click on that, it will bring you to a page similar to this. At the bottom of the page is a magnifying glass on the right-hand corner to search for the podcast name. Here, type in Farm Bits with no space, and then click on the first option. That should bring you to this page with our description and episodes. If you click underneath the word episode, you will see our first introductory episode listed. So if you click on Welcome to Farm Bits, it will bring you to the episode description. And if you click on the title, it will start to play the episode. At the bottom of the screen, it will show you what is now playing on your phone, and you will also see other options, such as play, skip forward, or rewind. Swipe down to remove this screen. If you go back to the podcast description page, there will be an option to subscribe to this podcast. If you click that, you'll receive notifications each Thursday when we release an episode, and the new episode will appear on the app's home screen. Below, there's also a place to rate this podcast and leave a review for us to see your feedback. The cool thing about using podcast apps is you can close the app from your view and return to the home screen, and the podcast will continue to play.
Now, to show you another way to listen, go to your App Store or Google Play Store where you typically find new apps. As you can see, if you type in podcast, there are many options. The next one I'm going to show you is Overcast. It may ask you to create an account or ask if you would like to receive notifications from this app. Your account settings are shown by clicking the icon in the top right corner. At the home screen, you click on Add a Podcast to open up the search. Just as before, type in Farm Bits at the top to see the podcast description and episodes towards the bottom of the screen. Click on the episode to begin playing. From this screen, you will see a pause button, a skip forward 30 seconds button, skip back 15 seconds if you missed something. There are other options at the bottom, such as setting a timer to shut off after a period of time, to star the episode if you want it saved to listen to again later, and in the center is for speaker or headphone options through the Bluetooth. Be sure you hit the orange button in the center to subscribe. I have already downloaded some of the other app options, such as the iHeartRadio app, where you start by creating an account and then searching the podcast name. Press Allow to receive notifications from this app about new episodes. Another option is the Stitcher app, which has the search bar right at the top. Here you can search both individual podcasts or shows. Press the plus sign button to subscribe. Our podcast can also be found on YouTube, so you can access it on a desktop computer as well as through the YouTube app by searching Farm Bits Podcast. Here you can find individual episodes and our Farm Bits channel, of which you can also subscribe.
Another very popular app to listen to podcasts is through Spotify. This app has a background in music, but plays podcasts as well. On this page, you can follow our podcasts, so it'll appear on your Spotify homepage. Once you hit play, the episode name will appear at the bottom of the screen, and you can click on that to bring up your playing options. Here you can change the speed, add a sleep timer, and many other options. As stated before, the episode will continue to play when you return to your home screen when played through podcast apps, with the exception of YouTube. Thank you for joining this demonstration of how to listen to the Farm Bits podcast.